Welcome back to World Fighting Showcase Showdown. I am your host as always, Dallas Danger, and we have quite a program in store for you today. We are going to see the World Tag Team Champions, the Heat Seekers, in action, and of course a lot happening surrounding them in the weeks past, and I'm sure moving forward with Brian Logan and Wayne Atkins. Also, we're going to have a special throwback today. We're going to go back and look at the Ultimate Athlete, David Anthony, before he was American Champion and he was chasing that title in our special throwback on the program today. And our main event, Murphy Costigan, the new television champion, with his advisor, Bo James. He's going to be defending that title for the first time in this reign against sensational Wayne Atkins. All that and so much more on the program today. Let's not waste any time. Let's get to ringside. Jonathan Darwin and Abel Graves with all the action.
Are you ready? Let me have it!
And welcome back to WFS Showdown. Voice of tradition, Jonathan Darwin here, joined again by the dastardly Abel Graves. Abel, we got a great match to start today's show.
Oh, we absolutely do. In the ring right now is Nate Diamond, the attraction, Drew Hood.
Yeah, this is kind of a proving ground. Both of these men are really hungry lions, trying to work their way up the ladder. This is sort of like their chance to show Tim Horner and the rest of the WFS board what they got.
Absolutely. Nate Diamond is a proven competitor. He's already been all up and down the Eastern Seaboard with the World Fighting Showcase. The fans know who he is and what he can do inside that ring. Now, the attraction, Drew Hood, I'm very interested in seeing personally. I like the man's style.
And what is that style?
Well, right now he seems to be limp wristing. I think he's broken. He's broken something.
Well, the referee might stop the match. No. It's going to continue. I mean, the ref has his discretion. He can stop it for medical reasons if he wants.
Well, he's taking care of himself. He's showing precaution. And to err on the side of caution inside that ring is his...
Oh, look at...
Standing wrist lock. Diamond picks him up by the elbow and slams, just jarring the wrist together. And then again, stomping on those fingers, thus taking all of the grip strength out of Drew Hood.
Yeah, I mean, Nate Diamond's really smart to do that, because if you can't grasp something, there's a lot that's taken out of your toolbox.
Absolutely, this is a fight. If you can't grab a man, you can't punch a man. That is useless. Quick counter. Drew Hood charging right in there with very meaningful steps. Looks like he's just grinding right into the midsection of Nate Diamond. Yeah. Like a wild animal, he seems to be rooting.
Yeah, and that's the thing about the attraction. He's working on the front and the back there, and now with that uppercut. Look at, I noticed Drew Hood is starting to work on that midsection. He's wearing it down. He's making it soft.
Are you calling Nate Diamond's midsection soft?
No, I'm saying it's absolutely in shape now, but Hood's strategy is to soften it up.
Nate Diamond looking worse than he does. Standing side headlock. Into a wrist lock.
Going up for that pin. Two count though.
Two to schoolboy. Diamond taking Drew Hood to school.
Yeah, and Diamond now, he's got Hood back in that front face lock. Has him up and down. Suplex. Oh my God, half the ceiling could have went out.
I don't know about half, but one of those tiles definitely went straight up into the air.
Yeah. Well, that's the danger you take fighting here in World Fighting Showcase. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen when you're in that ring.
We don't know what's above that ceiling. There could be a water main. Who knows?
Yeah, could be exposed wire. It's an absolute potential hazard.
That would be a shocking development. Enough with the dad jokes. Let's take control of the show.
Yes,
Nate Diamond down right in the middle of the ring.
Hood putting the boots right back to Diamond here. And Hood claiming that Diamond's nobody, and he plans on proving it here. Traction, he's being very calculated here, Abel.
He's taking his time. Everything he's doing is exact and precise, which is the mark of a super professional, if he's not one already in the eyes of the fans.
But two got him lead again there. And you see Nate Diamond. He wants to.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was going to say he wants to get back in it, Abel.
Well, he's in it. He's fighting for his life.
Yes, he is.
He doesn't want to get defeated by a young upstart.
No, he doesn't. And traction, keeping Diamond down.
Double axe handle. Shades of William Shatner. I don't know if I can say that.
I need to watch my Star Trek again.
Now the attraction, showing the fans why he's called the attraction, what they came to see.
Yeah, he's got Diamond right where he wants him at this point. And whoa! Just striking with those forearms. Hood got him down and rings Diamond's bill with that turnbuckle. Wait a minute there. Look at that.
See, now this is what I like to see.
What?
When you know you've got him in the ring ropes, make sure you keep him there.
Well, I mean, there's a way to do it, but it doesn't have to necessarily involve choking your opponent.
Well, what better way?
The snapmare taken by Drew Hood now. Exposing the knee there. Oh my God!
I like what I just saw. You asked me why I like this man's style. It's because of things like that.
Two count though.
Using his entire body as a weapon.
Hood being creative out there as he threw the knee right into the lower spine of Diamond. Look at Diamond's in trouble. Diamond's wrist is getting bent back in a way it shouldn't be.
See, the attraction likes to cause pain. And he likes to put the boots to you, and he likes to show you who's in charge.
He goes for the pin again. No. Hood's got to stay on top of Diamond. He's going to have to do more to wear Diamond down if Hood wants to get the pin.
Do you think Hood's spending too much time showboating?
I don't think so. I mean,
he's all that time spent talking and showboating. He could be spending time punching and kicking his opponent.
Possible. Look at Diamond. He blocked that strike. Getting one of his own.
Diamond's a mile away. Nice touch shot. Two of them.
And Diamond has Hood hooked over in the other corner. Diamond coming in and.
Oh, is he going to climb? He's going to climb to the top. Hey, Diamond, giving the fans what they want.
Oh no! Got to about 4. Did he roll that atomic drop? No, he didn't.
What? I've never seen.
Oh, holy cow! Wait a minute, sunset flip!
I don't believe just took an atomic drop to the the technical term for that is
Nether regions.
yes. And
look at this, but you gotta think of Hood.
I think he's transformed. I think he's transformed.
Well, there was no reason to have a temper tantrum, sir. Drew Hood needs to go back to the blackboard and study.
The World Fighting Showcase brings the fight back to the Quality Hotel in Bluefield, West Virginia for another exciting WFS Showdown television taping Friday, August the 13th at 8 p.m. See all the stars of the World Fighting Showcase and WFS Showdown, including the Ultimate Athlete David Anthony, Crash Cassidy, Murphy Costigan, and so many more. Friday, August the 13th, 8 p.m. bell time at the Quality Hotel in Bluefield, West Virginia for a WFS Showdown television taping. The World Fighting Showcase, where we fight strong.
Wrestling fans, promoter Gary Dameron presents All-Star Wrestling's Bash and Beckley. Sponsored by New Taylor & Associates, 103 CIR, and The Buzz 93.5. Saturday, August 7th, 7 p.m. bell time at the Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center. See Jerry the King Lawler, Hands of Stone Ronnie Garvin, Pineville, West Virginia's own Heath comes home. Plus, Matt Cardona, Davey Richards, Brian Myers, and more. And in tag team action, the Influencers versus the Heat Seekers. Saturday, August 7th, Bash in Beckley. Tickets available at BeckleyConventionCenter.com. Again, Bash in Beckley, Saturday, August 7th, 7 p.m. Tickets available at BeckleyConventionCenter.com. Be there.
This is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted superfans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore. House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
Legends of the Territories, greats of the arena, matches you will see nowhere else. WrestleRewind.com, the streaming network for real wrestling fans. 30-day free trial, monthly and yearly subscription rates, members-only exclusive content. If you miss how it was, come stream with us and we'll remind you how it is. WrestleRewind.com, the network for real wrestling fans.
Hello, fight fans. Dallas Danger here. And if you're like me, you love all the action here on WFS Showdown every single week. But you don't want to wait until Saturday to see all the stars of the World Fighting Showcase. Well, I have great news for you. If you go to WFSinsider.com and become a subscriber today, you'll be the first to see Showdown each and every week. WFSinsider.com. For less than $5 a month, you can become an insider. Well, I'm standing here outside the dressing room with Drew Hood and very clearly frustrated, and I think it makes sense. He just fell victim to Nate Diamond. Now, Nate Diamond getting his first victory in the World Fighting Showcase. Drew Hood, what's on your mind?
I told everyone. I told my mom, my dad, I told my dogs, I told everybody that I was on a winning streak in World Fighting Showcase. I'm the attraction, the megastar who shines brighter than the rest, the man, myth, legend in the making. And that was my winning streak, and it's now broken because of him. Dallas, I tell everyone to be everything you always wanted, and that's a winner like me. I don't lose. Something's gotta change. Something's going to change. I'm coming back from this. DH and HD will reign supreme once more. I guarantee it.
Well, Drew Hood very torn up about the loss to Nate Diamond, but right now, fight fans, we've got to go back to ringside.
non-title action for the Heat Seekers as they take on the inaugural team of Chase Emery and Chris Magnus. Emery was victorious against the Inferno, but he's now teaming with Magnus for the first time.
This will be very interesting to see whether the Heat Seekers are going to underestimate this young tag team. Seemingly the World Fighting Showcase is put together. It's possible the Heat Seekers are just warming up a little bit.
And it is absolutely possible. And they may be a little too distracted by thinking about Wayne Atkins and Brian Logan. They got to keep the focus on even a young team like this.
Again, you can never underestimate anybody here at the World Fighting Showcase.
No. Well, that's what's great about the WFS. We got some of the strongest competitors you're going to see anywhere. Period. And you just see that with him. Just anywhere. No, you can only see it here. Right, absolutely. Head scissors now as Sigmund slows down Emery. But is Emery able to get over to the ropes? He's trying. Oh, but no, he breaks out of it.
Sigmund seemingly unaffected. Sigmund is all focused in that ring, and he's going to show you.
Yeah, Sigmund, a strong tactician out here, getting that side headlock cinched in.
Well, you don't become the World Fighting Showcase one half of the
This is true. Sigmund coming off of the ropes. That takes one of the tag team champions down. And
what do you take him down with?
An arm drive.
That's right.
And now, Elliot Russell coming in.
And that's why they're the champions.
Yeah.
Double team maneuver. Keep your opponent in the corner.
Yeah, cut that ring in half. Keep the freshman out of the ring skirt. And then just take apart the one opponent that's stuck in there. And this is what we were talking about, Abel. You got the fresh tag here. I mean, Elliot was only in the match for a few seconds, maybe a minute and a half, and he's coming right back in. But it's given Emery no time to breathe.
Absolutely. He doesn't know who he's fighting against.
You see now, Elliot just playing with Emery as he cinches in, goes to work on the elbow now, coming to pop it out with a headbutt. Wow, that'll ring anybody's bell. Emery getting whipped over into the corner as Elliot finds that there's no one there. I tell you what, Emery needed that desperately and brings in Chris Mann here.
He needed to tag his partner.
Yeah, you see the Chris Magnus here. Yeah, that's going to give him.
Chris Magnus smart to stay on. Oh,
He's tries
to stay on.
Elliot has that devastating headbutt that'll slow anybody in their tracks.
Except for him.
Yeah. There's some knee strikes.
Again,
he's going straight to the front of the face and back of the head.
There's a man who knows how to wear down his opponent. Using every part of his body as a weapon.
Yeah. Just drop. I thought it was going to be on the lyrics, but he's on the back, going for the big two count only now.
See, what you're seeing here is a classic show of authority put on by the Heat Seekers, telling their opponents that there ain't nothing.
And along with that, I think the Heat Seekers are putting all tag teams and potential tag teams on notice. You can come and try to take the tag teams if you want, because you're going to come up short in the end. We don't care who you are.
Well, the Heat Seekers have a long and impressive run of holding onto those championship belts right now.
Yes, they do. And tag brings Elliot right back into this. Oh my!
It's like they're going to make a wish.
I tell you what,
I didn't know it was Thanksgiving already.
No, well, you're getting close. Well, but that'll do some real damage to the groin of Magnus. It'll be interesting to see if the wish came true for the Heat Seekers. You hear it? Emery trying to get the fans out into it so they can get Magnus back into it.
Magnus is.
Oh, wait a minute. Did he catch him? Oh, Elliot caught him.
Magnus trying to for a high fly maneuver, and that's every single time he can go to the well one too many times.
Yeah. Well, also, you got to give it to the experience of Russell to catch Magnus. He's coming off of the ropes. You see the Sigmund back in it now. As they, just ram Magnus into that corner.
Well, you see, that's what they're doing. They're cutting the ring in half, like you said earlier. He's toying with Chris Magnus right now.
I think Sigmund just might be thinking at this point, hey, we got this one, and a fisherman
Into a pin. Been very upset that the young man kicked out. Chris Magnus kicked out of a fisherman suplex. I didn't expect to see that.
No, but I mean, that shows you what this kid is made of. And I don't understand Sigmund. Referee, you got the boot. Emery coming back in.
Fire, Chris. Chase Emery, excuse me.
He's getting whipped off the an accident when it misses. And takes down. Oh my God! Hit with the loaded boot.
That was an loaded boot.
The Heat Seekers.
I mean, I just barely caught it out of the corner of my eye, seeing Sigmund put something in that boot.
He put something in his boot?
He did.
I mean, the fans are yelling cheater now.
Because they seen it, I seen it. Those who are watching at home on WFS Showdown have seen it.
Still the champs. Always the champs.
The tag team champions are victorious. And we got our big main event, but first we got to go to this word.
Wrestling fans, promoter Gary Dameron presents All-Star Wrestling's Bash and Beckley. Sponsored by New Taylor and Associates, 103 CIR, and The Buzz 93.5. Saturday, August 7th, 7 p.m. bell time at the Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center. See Jerry the King Lawler, Hands of Stone Ronnie Garvin, Pineville, West Virginia's own Heath comes home. Plus, Matt Cardona, Davey Richards, Brian Myers, and more. And in tag team action, The Influencers versus The Heat Seekers. Saturday, August 7th, Bash in Beckley. Tickets available at BeckleyConventionCenter.com. Again, Bash in Beckley, Saturday, August 7th, 7 p.m. Tickets available at BeckleyConventionCenter.com. Be there.
This is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted superfans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
Hello, fight fans. Dallas Danger here. And if you're like me, you love all the action here on WFS Showdown every single week. But you don't want to wait until Saturday to see all the stars of the World Fighting Showcase. Well, I have great news for you. If you go to WFSinsider.com and become a subscriber today, you'll be the first to see Showdown each and every week. WFSinsider.com. For less than $5 a month, you can become an insider.
So imagine what I could do to you. too. Bending iron bars is something else that I can do. I always pick my stick with the nearest billion few. So imagine what I could do to you. To see my many attributes won't need a second glance. You know if you resist.
The World Fighting Showcase brings the fight back to the Quality Hotel in Bluefield, West Virginia for another exciting WFS Showdown television taping Friday, August the 13th at 8 p.m. See all the stars of the World Fighting Showcase and WFS Showdown, including the Ultimate Athlete David Anthony, Crash Cassidy, Murphy Costigan, and so many more. Friday, August the 13th, 8 p.m. bell time at the Quality Hotel in Bluefield, West Virginia for a WFS Showdown television taping. The World Fighting Showcase, where we fight strong. Who continues the flurry of offense here now. Sunset flip by David Anthony, but the Golden Terror just drops all of his weight down on the chest. And David Anthony will his way back to a vertical base. He's going over to the corner, using the ropes. And he's back to his feet, but just barely. The Terror goes right back on the attack now. Running in with the splash. Looking for a second splash and landing it. Could he be going for a third now? David Anthony out of the way, staggering, but still on his feet. Drop kick sends the Golden Terror to the outside. But the Terror does not leave his feet to go down further than one knee. David Anthony pushing the Golden Doctor out of the way, the Good Doctor out of the way, trying to get to the Golden Terror. And the Terror throws David Anthony into that steel ring post. My goodness. After all the damage that's already been done by the American champion, he's not finished yet, driving David Anthony back first into the steel ring post. Not once, but twice. And again, just throwing the Ultimate Athlete into the steel post. Referee counting now. David Anthony in a lot of pain here.
Wrestling fans, promoter Gary Damron presents All-Star Wrestling's Bash and Beckley. Sponsored by New Taylor & Associates, 103 CIR, and The Buzz 93.5. Saturday, August 7th, 7 p.m. bell time at the Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center. See Jerry the King Lawler, Hands of Stone Ronnie Garvin, Pineville, West Virginia's own Heath comes home. Plus, Matt Cardona, Davey Richards, Brian Myers, and more. And in tag team action, the Influencers versus the Heat Seekers. Saturday, August 7th, Bash in Beckley. Tickets available at BeckleyConventionCenter.com. Again, Bash in Beckley, Saturday, August 7th, 7 p.m. Tickets available at BeckleyConventionCenter.com. Be there.
The World Fighting Showcase brings the fight back to the Quality Hotel in Bluefield, West Virginia for another exciting WFS Showdown television taping Friday, August the 13th at 8 p.m. See all the stars of the World Fighting Showcase and WFS Showdown, including the Ultimate Athlete, David Anthony, Crash Cassidy, Murphy Costigan, and so many more. Friday, August the 13th, 8 p.m. bell time at the Quality Hotel in Bluefield, West Virginia for a WFS Showdown television taping. The World Fighting Showcase, where we fight strong.
This is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted superfans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
Hello, fight fans. Dallas Danger here. And if you're like me, you love all the action here on WFS Showdown every single week. But you don't want to wait until Saturday to see all the stars of the World Fighting Showcase. Well, I have great news for you. If you go to WFSinsider.com and become a subscriber today, you'll be the first to see Showdown each and every week. WFSinsider.com. For less than $5 a month, you can become an insider.
So you think you've seen it all? Not even close. Live arena footage, fan cams, the lost Boston Garden matches of Bruno Sammartino. It's WrestleRewind.com. 30-day free trial, monthly and yearly subscription rates, members only content. It's WrestleRewind.com, the network for real wrestling fans and the ones who think they've seen it all.
fight fans? Dallas Danger here, and I'm going to do my best to get some answers. The new television champion, once again, Murphy Costigan, and his new advisor, I guess we can call him Bo James. Bo, tell us all, why Murphy Costigan, why now?
I advise you to hold the microphone right here and shut up. Look right here. Who did you ever beat? We just beat Crash Cassidy, the champion. This man never lost the title. He was mistreated by this organization the same way I was. He was a victim to politics and backstage backstabbing. He was a victim to fair-haired boys and favoritism. But what happens when you go out there and beat the man with the title? You become the champion. And I told you last week that we are the new dealers. I'm the dealer. And you don't know if I'm dealing from the bottom or from the top. You don't know what I've got up my sleeve next. You don't know what's coming next. But I know this. I know David Anthony is on the list. And we're going to warn him right now. Because this title right here puts this young man in line for you, David Anthony. And I got a score to settle with you for this shoulder injury. Now, you're going to try to tell us who we're going to defend the title against. You're going to try to tell us when we have to defend the title. You're going to try to tell us what we have to do. No more. We make the rules as long as he has that title. We say when. We say how long. We say how much you pay us. We say against who. So I don't care who you are. I don't care how tough you are. I don't care how mean you are. I don't care what this man right here and Jonathan and everybody else has pumped you up to believe. You're not as bad as us. You're not as tough as us. You're not as smart as us. You're not going to beat us. And you're not going to leave with that title. So I'm going to put you on notice once again right here. And I'm going to put you on notice. And you take it to all the higher ups. You take it to whoever. If they want a title shot, they talk to me. I advise him who, when, and where. Now, you don't deserve this to get to talk to the champion, but I'm going to let you speak to him right now.
Well, Murphy Costigan, you've got a big grin on your face.
What did I say last time we talked, Dallas? Foolish man wears his heart on his sleeve. Smart man has tricks up his. And who better to teach me that than the dealer himself, Bo James? You see, Crash Cassidy, did you honestly think I was coming to you without a plan? You got lucky once, I'll give you that.
The referee was in his pocket too.
Most likely, I agree with you there. But, Crash, I don't make the same mistake twice. I underestimated you. No longer. Now, as I said thousands of times, more of this, less of this. Bo James and myself, we have quite a few things in common. People look at us and they see two different people. However, one thing that makes us so much alike, we both enjoy hurting people who are beneath us.
And I wrote the book on dirty. So get ready, boys. Hell is coming to breakfast.
Hope you're hungry.
Are you done? Then get out of here. Very good. All right.
Let me have it!
We got action in the ring right now. Mike the Man taking on troublemaker Brian Logan. Collar and elbow tie-up. As you see Logan come on the offensive here very quickly. Man reversing. First lock of his own. But look at the way that Logan's just staying right on top of Mike the Man.
Well, he's a professional. He knows exactly how to win a match, and that's what you have to do. Stay on your opponent.
Yeah, he's got that armbar cinched in pretty well here. And I also got to give kudos to Logan on his fashion choice here. Orange and brown. Go Browns. A little bias on my part there.
By all means, if you want to talk about the color fronts of the men in the ring, go right ahead. I'd rather talk about how hard they just hit each other.
Yes, all right, well, let's get back to that action. As you see, Logan coming in with that head of steam.
Mike Man not looking so good, huh?
No. And man, he gets a boot to stop Logan. And Mike the Man, some uppercuts. He's slowing Logan down. Logan's already down to one knee. And just that corner, Logan's back up, but
Mike the Man's got the right idea. Stay on top of Brian Logan.
yeah, and knees and forearms and using the ropes as leverage. taking liberties.
Now, do you see that as cheating?
I see it as taking liberties.
I don't. Well, taking liberties, but not cheating.
All right. Well, see Logan now fighting back. Oh, just that big hand takes man straight down. Man, get off. Now there's an atomic drop. And Logan, he's got man down.
Logan going for that Texas clover leaf, and he gets all over.
Yeah, wait a minute.
But if he sits down,
no, come on.
what's going on?
You got to
It's the heat seekers.
The heat seekers.
Why are they back out here again? This is. I thought that the heat was over. I thought the heat was over.
No, it is not.
I thought they squashed this.
No, absolutely not. The way
They can't be controlled, can they?
No, I mean, this goes all the way back to when the heat seekers stole Logan's boots. When Logan attempted to retire, and then came after Logan again, where Atkins makes the save. What a stand-up guy the sensational Wayne Atkins is.
These heat seekers are the real troublemakers.
The heat seekers, I mean, these two are just, it's going to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner as a result of disqualification, Brian Logan.
This is going to come to a culmination at some point.
The World Fighting Showcase brings the fight back to the Quality Hotel in Bluefield, West Virginia for another exciting WFS Showdown television taping Friday, August the 13th at 8 p.m. See all the stars of the World Fighting Showcase and WFS Showdown, including the Ultimate Athlete David Anthony, Crash Cassidy, Murphy Costigan, and so many more. Friday, August the 13th, 8 p.m. bell time at the Quality Hotel in Bluefield, West Virginia for a WFS Showdown television taping. The World Fighting Showcase, where we fight strong.
Wrestling fans, promoter Gary Damron presents All-Star Wrestling's Bash and Beckley. Sponsored by New Taylor & Associates, 103 CIR, and The Buzz 93.5. Saturday, August 7th, 7 p.m. bell time at the Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center. See Jerry the King Lawler, Hands of Stone Ronnie Garvin, Pineville, West Virginia's own Heath comes home. Plus, Matt Cardona, Davey Richards, Brian Myers, and more. And in tag team action, The Influencers versus The Heat Seekers. Saturday, August 7th, Bash in Beckley. Tickets available at BeckleyConventionCenter.com. Again, Bash in Beckley, Saturday, August 7th, 7 p.m. Tickets available at BeckleyConventionCenter.com. Be there.
Legends of the Territories, greats of the arena, matches you will see nowhere else. WrestleRewind.com, the streaming network for real wrestling fans. 30-day free trial, monthly and yearly subscription rates, members-only exclusive content. If you miss how it was, come stream with us and we'll remind you how it is. WrestleRewind.com, the network for real wrestling fans.
This is not just a podcast. The House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted superfans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
Hello fight fans, Dallas Danger here, and if you're like me, you love all the action here on WFS Showdown every single week, but you don't want to wait until Saturday to see all the stars of the World Fighting Showcase. Well, I have great news for you. If you go to WFSinsider.com and become a subscriber today, you'll be the first to see Showdown each and every week. WFSinsider.com. For less than $5 a month, you can become an insider. Dallas Danger here with the World Tag Team Champions of the WFS segment, Elliott Russell, the Heat Seekers, and we've seen a lot go on here between the Heat Seekers and Brian Logan and Wayne Atkins. You know, Brian Logan was in a matchup with Mike the Man, everything as it's been going lately here between these two teams has just gone to total chaos, and I want to know Elliott Russell's segment.
No, listen here. We've had enough, Dallas. Every time we step in that ring, we prove night in and night out that we are the most dominant tag team in WFS. And a matter of fact, we've got the gold to back it up. Now, Brian and Wayne have been a thorn in our side, and they want this, they want that. They claim they want it all, but every single time that we step in the ring with Brian and Wayne, they don't deliver. They couldn't deliver the first time they tried to take our tag team gold. Brian can't even stay a man and keep his own boots because of who we are. If they want what they say they want so bad, we'll give them a chance. They can have a tag team title match whenever they want.
Well, there it is. The Seekers are ready to put the belts on the line against Brian and Wayne. Fight fans, let's go to the ring.
All right, fans, I apologize. Normally we don't talk during the introductions to give wrestlers an opportunity, the fighters an opportunity to come out. But there's been incidents going on.
Hold on. You're giving the fighters an opportunity to come out and do what? Do what? Show us how good of a champion that the Scottish sensation Murphy is?
Okay, look, and he's supposed to be taking on sensational Wayne Atkins. But, I mean, we talked about this. I mean, there's still a lot of bad blood between Costigan and Cassidy. Excuse me, the referee checking. Saying he's a sportsman is like me saying I'm thin. Oh my God! Holy crap! What's going on? Carlos! Carlos is down. Crash! Wait, Magus, Diamond, Everett. They're finally trying to get.
What is going on? This is not supposed to be going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're supposed to have a match going on.
Crash thinks he got cheated.
Crash thinks he got cheated. There's no definitive proof that he.
Oh, really? Let me pull up the tape for you.
Tell us about it, Jonathan. What do you think happened?
Well, I don't have to think nothing. I've seen Bo James pass Costa get something loaded in the knee.
Crash Cassidy obviously thinks he's been cheated out of the title, and he's very upset tonight.
Yeah. Cassidy wants to get his hands on Bo James to move.
Well, wouldn't you if you were cheated?
Yeah, absolutely. This is the guy that cost you the television championship.
I think he has every right to be upset. But there's still no guarantee that he cheated.
Are we going to get Atkins out here or not?
All I know is someone needs to control that locker room back there. If the competitors are just going to think that they can do whatever they want and come out here.
All right.
Fighting Showcase with another. There he is.
Challenging for the television title here today, sensational Wayne Atkins.
Somebody's got to take control of this show.
Make sure this guy
Atkins, he wants to get some gold around his waist.
Wayne Atkins is a superior competitor.
This contest is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit, and it is for the World Fighting Showcase Television Championship. Introducing first, from Kingsport, Tennessee, weighing in at 175 pounds, it's sensational Wayne Atkins! Accompanied to the ring by Bo James from Glasgow, Scotland, weighing in at 240 pounds. He is the WFS Television Champion, the Scottish sensation, Murphy Costigan.
Hey, you make sure he wrestles by the rules.
That is like the pot calling the kettle black. I mean, Bo James is, if you looked up rule breaker in the dictionary, you'd see James' picture.
Get down a notch, man.
James out there barking orders. As Costigan takes off his entrance attire.
And he's taking a very, very deliberate, slow time to do so. Wayne Atkins just seemingly unimpressed.
Atkins' blood's out of the blood, which could take him off tilt.
Well, after all this chaos has ensued, now the match can finally be underway.
Go ahead. I was going to say Costigan's slow here, but being calculated.
And a lockup. And an arm wringer.
That would do some real damage to Costigan. But all I can think about is the X factor on the outside. Bo James taking Costigan under his wing.
I don't think that's going to affect any type of psychology. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be affecting Wayne whatsoever, having that manager on the outside.
No, it hasn't. Costigan gets to the ropes though, so Atkins will have to break the hold. Scottish Sensation in trouble in the early minutes of this contest. Collar and elbow tie up here. Costigan with the side headlock now. And yeah, Atkins may have been in control, but he's going to have to keep eyes in the back of his head with James out here.
This is not a one-on-one match, this is a two-on-one. For certain.
The Scottish Sensation goes off the ropes. He got that drop kick.
Well, you called that. I don't have to call that. You don't need both of us calling that.
No, but
I like what I see.
well, look at Bo! Look at Bo pushing the ropes in. Very disgusting effort.
Just trying to help his friends.
Really? Come on, Abel. Come on. Fans calling for a broken arm. Scottish Sensation needs to make sure he doesn't keep both shoulders down on the mat. He can lose by pinfall.
No, that's not enough to put him away. He could, but I don't think that's enough to put him away.
Well, the pain may keep Costigan distracted, but he's back up, so that point is moot. You see an uppercut and a forearm there. Out on the outside giving advice.
Now that one, strong arms rip into the...
Now, 1, 2 count only though. lock there. Now here's the thing I gotta think about Abel. How much is Costigan benefiting with having James in his corner?
Absolutely. I would imagine that he is. He's already, apparently, like you said, cheated with World Television title out of his. He's already cheated.
Get it back.
Cheated to get it back.
Yes. But Costigan now with those boots. Beating down Atkins. An elbow drop by Murphy. 1, 2 count though. Look, I do not understand this. Why James is arguing with the referee is going to increase the count of the speed.
Well, to answer your question earlier, as far as Murphy Costigan, is he benefiting from having Bo James in his corner? Absolutely. Of course he is. Look at it. He's in control of the match. He's sure-footed. He's strong of mind. He's got everything going for him. And regardless of what you say, whether you think he cheated to win, Crash thinks that he was cheated out of his title.
That's the thing. That's why we crashed out here earlier. It took 3 fighters to pull him back. And Atkins got the champ in the corner.
So my question to you is, do you think that that's affecting Murphy Costigan?
It could be possibly. I mean, he's got to know that at some point Chase may have Costigan's number. And he could lose. Well, oh, come on! Costigan loading his boot again thanks to James.
I might have seen that. I might have seen that one time.
Me, gosh.
I can't be sure. We'd have to look at the tape.
Oh, I can't believe you, Abel. I can't believe you. Atkins gets up and over in the corner. Comes in and that boost to the abdominal area. All that weight. Well, here comes Crash again. Holy mother!
Mother's got folks, we've got to keep this under control.
What the hell? What's it?
Call security, call the state police, call somebody.
Call security. Somebody got to get this under control. Crash Cassidy is tearing the place apart.
Yeah, I mean, Dallas Danger's out here. He's never usually out here. Ryan Logan's out here. Costigan making a cut.
Took off.
Look at Cassidy. This thing's gonna bleed over into the parking lot. No! Oh, come on! Oh. No!
Atkins left him alone in the center of the ring. Referee calling for the match to be over. There's only one competitor left in the ring.
Here comes Logan for the save, finally!
Wayne Atkins tag team partner, the troublemaking Logan Crime. Brian Logan is here.
Yeah, and Logan cleans out the heat seekers. And with that, we're gonna have to end it. We'll see you next time.